If you've started with the feet and the legs videos, then I'm sure you can identify areas where we've already worked on the hips. And by hips, I mean all of the different muscles that surround our pelvis, including each of the glutes. Strength here supports and protects the pelvis, the SI joint, and the low back. So it's crucial in avoiding many of the common running-related injuries, such as runner's knee, IT band syndrome, plantar fasciitis, and Achilles problems. And mobility in the hips is vital for optimal running form. So start by coming onto your hands and your knees. So sink your hips back, reach your arms forwards. Big inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. A big exhale, sink your hips back again. Inhale, come up hands and knees and bring your right knee with you towards your elbow. And back. Inhale up, bring your left knee with you just towards that elbow. And back. Inhale up, come just to hands and knees, push the floor away and hug your belly in. Take your right toes back. Slowly float the right heel up. And have this sense of your front hip bones pointing straight down. So your pelvis wants to feel nice and level. Turn your toes out. Bring your knee towards your elbow. Keep everything else still. Bring your knee underneath and then push that leg back again. In reverse, knee towards your chest. Out to the side, push the foot back. Knee to elbow, underneath, back behind. Knee to chest, to the side, push it back. One more round. And keeping everything else nice and steady, just letting that movement come from the hips. Okay, push the foot away, foot's out to the side. Let the lower leg, foot just turn off your mat, drop the back foot. Press the floor away and open up to the side. Slowly float the back foot up if you've got your balance there. Hug in through the belly to feel long through the spine. Point the toes and make small circles with that top leg. And see how steady you can keep the pelvis still. And go backwards. And come all the way down. Sink your hips back, child's pose. Inhale, back up. Again, push the floor away. Hug the belly gently in. Left toes go back. So here, feel the pelvis nice and level and keep that as you lift the back leg. Turn the toes to the side. Bring your knee toward your elbow. Knee under, push it away. Under, out and back. Up, under, back. Under, out, back. One more round. Push it away. Float the lower foot just off your mat a little bit. Bring the back foot towards the floor. Open your arms, open the chest. Float the back foot up. Point your toes. Get long in your spine and make little circles with that back leg. Moving from the hip joint, not from the ankle. Feeling the stability around the pelvis. Keeping that in place, and the mobility within the joint. Backwards. And all of that connected to the core, enabling us to stay there nice and steady. Come back, child's pose. And up once more onto our hands and knees. So lengthen your tailbone towards the heels. Push the floor away. Let's send the right leg back. Float it up. Turn the toes to the side. Keep everything here centered. Slowly take your right toes somewhere off to the side to tap. Back to the center. And then across over to the other side and lean the hips back. Back to center. Slowly turn the toes out, tap somewhere off to the side, back to the center, and then cross and lean the hips back. Once more. Strong in the center, stable as you tap, and stable but mobile as you lean back. And back to the center, switch sides. Left toes back, float the leg up. Turn the toes out and slowly tap over somewhere to the side. Doesn't have to be too far. Center, lean back as you cross. Inhale, center. Exhale, tap. Center, cross and lean. One more. And back to the center. Slide your hips back where we started, child's pose. Let's take a couple of long full breaths. And slowly roll up to sit back on your heels. And then make your way back to an easy seat. So many injuries can be avoided when we take the extra time to work on staying strong in the posterior chain, which includes glute max, and the lateral stabilizers, which include glute medius. The glutes work in tandem with the hip flexors on the front, the other smaller external hip rotators, the deeper abdominals, and the spinal erectors, all working as a community support system, collectively referred to as the core.